Hello, my name is Reverend Samuel Pradhan. I am from India, from the state of West Bengal. So today I want to present you about intertestamental period, which is also called 400 years silent. So I just want to tell something. This may be very new for the people who are in Europe countries and America, but for our context, especially in India, people are very ignorant about Bible. They do not know many things. They have a good faith. They have a good faith of healing also, everything, but they have a lack of knowledge. Even myself, I was born in a Christian family. I didn't know this thing. So when I did BD studies, theological studies, then I came to know this thing, and it became a very new thing for me, and I want the people to know this thing also. And this message is especially for the lay people who doesn't know these things. So we know that Old Testament starts from Genesis and ends at Malachi, and again New Testament start with Matthew. In this period, Malachi and Matthew, we don't have any information about God. But this book, which I am going to show you, this we read in theological study. Here are some books. I have written here names. Tobit, Judith, Maccabi, Second Maccabi, The Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach, Baruch, and there are also other books which are not here. From there we get the information of this 400 years silent period. And this, most of the theologians, they have named it Intertestamental Period. And I would like to thank those theologians who have explained these things very nicely. And even myself also, I have written a book. In this book also, I have mentioned about this intertestamental period in my own language, Nepali. So now I want to tell you, one of my friends explained me to do this in YouTube in English. Before I am doing in my own Nepali language. Thank you, my friend Tingli, who is in Malaysia, and he advised me to do in English also, that others also could understand. So I just want to tell that Israel, there were two kingdoms. Israel, its capital was Samaria, and it was captured by enemy in 721 BC. Judah, which capital Jerusalem, it was captured by enemy in 586 BC. So what happened during this period? We can see in Daniel prophecy also, one of my favorite man in the Old Testament. In chapter 8 verse 4 I am reading. I saw a ram charging westward and northward and southward. No beast could stand before him, and there was no one who could rescue from his power. He did as he pleased and became great. This what Daniel is explaining. Most of the theologians explain this one. I like this one, and I am also very clear, and I want you also to be clear. So here from 539 to 336 BC, Persian Empire was ruling Israel, and Cyrus the Great, one of the great king who helped Israelites to go back to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. And here, this ram is about him. And again in verse 5 it is written, as I was considering, behold, a male goat came from the west across the face of the whole earth without touching the ground, and the goat has a conspicuous horn between his eyes. He came to the ram with the two horns. This is Alexander the Great. Though as a name is not mentioned, this Alexander the Great comes and destroys this Persian empire, and here the Greek rule starts in Israel. So, and the goat has a conspicuous horn between his eye. He came to the ram with two horns, which I had seen standing on the bank of the canal, and he ran at him in a powerful wrath. I saw him come close to the ram, and he was enraged against him, and struck the ram and broke his two horns. And the ram has no power to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground and trampled on him, and there was no one who could rescue the ram from his power. So from 331 BC, Alexander the Great ruled, but his rule did not last long. We know that during this period in India, Chandragupta Maurya was ruling India. Okay, and Alexander the Great came to India also. He is one of my favorite king. when I did in BA History Honors. I like this king very much. So though his name is not mentioned, he came and destroyed this. And it is written in the following: Then the goat became extremely great, but when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and instead of it there came 4 conspicuous horns towards the 4 winds of heaven. After that, though he did not rule long, and he was poisoned and he died, and his kingdom, just now I read, 4 horns was distributed among the 4 kingdoms. And Israel came under the rule of Ptolemy's Egypt. Its center was Egypt. And after 323 to 198 BC, Ptolemy's ruled Israel. Then in 198 to 110, Seleucid dynasty ruled. In this, how cruelly they ruled. And we know in 167, Hasmonean dynasty started ruling. This is the Israel-owned dynasty. We know Mattathias and Judas Maccabee. I like these people. They were very pious Jews. One time, one king, Antiochus, he wanted, he brought a pork, a pig and goat and wanted put a sacrifice in a Jerusalem temple. And this man, he went and killed those people, and they rescued from the Syrian dynasty, this Seleucid dynasty. They ruled from Syria. And in 63 BC, again Israel came under Rome. This time we know in history, European history, Rome was very popular kingdom, just like here. And after that, this the Romans appointed Herodian dynasty started. Again, these people, these were the king, but under the Romans. Then Jesus Christ was born. So this is the period I am just explained about, intertestamental period, which 400 years silent. This we will not find in Bible. Some of the books that are not included in Bible because of their time period and their lacking of the sequence, it is not added in Bible. So we know clearly about intertestamental period. Thank you. I request my friends, all of you, to subscribe the video, and so that in future I will upload this. I am not doing for any other purposes. This I am explaining through the YouTube. And now I want to explain from in my own language, Nepali. अहिले भर्खर मैले तपाईलाई भनिरहेको थिए यहाँ इन्टरटेस्टमेन्टल पिरियड, यो चाहिँ 400 वर्षको शान्त पिरियड हो। हेर्नुस् यहाँ हामी के पाउँछौँ भन्दाखेरि यो कसरी जान्ने, अब हामीलाई थाहा छ पुराण नियम चाहिँ उत्पत्तिदेखि लिएर मलाकीसम्म छ, अनि फेरि मत्तीदेखि सुरु भएको छ। त्यो बीचमा चाहिँ के भयो त, त्यो बीचमा चाहिँ तपाईको 400 वर्षको शान्त पिरियड छ। यो चाहिँ अब हामीले थियोलोजिकल स्टडीमा यो किताब छ, यो बाइबलबाट हामी जानकारी लिन पाउँछौँ। अनि मैले पनि एउटा लेखेको किताबमा मैले यसको बारेमा वर्णन गरेको छु। अनि यो किताबहरु हामी कहाँ पाउँछौँ भन्दाखेरि तोबी, जुदिथ, फर्स्ट मकाबी, सेकेन्ड मकाबी, अनि यहाँ विजडम अफ सोलोमन, सिराज, बारुज भन्ने किताब, अरु पनि किताबहरु छ, त्यहाँबाट यसको जानकारी हामी पाउँछौँ। इजरायलमा के भयो त, अब इजरायलको राजधानी सामरिया थियो। 721 बीसी मा यसलाई दुश्मनले कब्जा गर्दछ। यहुदाको क्यापिटल राजधानी जेरुसलेम थियो, यसलाई 586 बीसी मा क्याप्चर गर्दछ। त त्यसपछि 539 देखि लिएर 336 मा यहाँ साइरस द ग्रेट राजाले शासन गर्छ। त्यसपछि अरु राजाहरु थियो, तर यो राजाले चाहिँ इजरायलीहरुलाई बहुत आजादी दियो, अनि यिनीहरु इजरायल फर्कने पनि दियो। अनि 331 बीसी मा एलेक्जेन्डर द ग्रेट, सिकन्दर राजा जसलाई भन्छ, त्यतिबेला हाम्रो भारतवर्षमा चन्द्रगुप्त मौर्यले शासन गर्दै थियो। यो राजा चाहिँ इन्डियासम्म पनि आएको छ, हामीलाई थाहै छ। अनि हामीले दानियल 8 को 4 दिन तपाईले पढ्नुस्, दानियल 8 को 4 दिन लिएर तपाईले लगातार अरु पदहरु पढ्नुस्, तपाईले पाउनुहुन्छ यो अगमबानी। त्यहाँको पुस्तकमा हामी पाउँछौँ यो एउटा भेडा थियो जसलाई चाहिँ जो एकदम शक्तिशाली थियो, त्यसलाई फेरि एउटा बोका हुन्छ जसले मतलब त्यो सिङलाई भाँचिदिन्छ भन्छ, त्यो एलेक्जेन्डर द ग्रेटलाई भनेको छ। त्यसपछि यो पनि एकछिन बढ्छ, तर यसको फेरि 4टा भाग हुन्छ भने चाहिँ यो यसको राज्य फेरि 4 भाग हुन्छ। ऊ एलेक्जेन्डर द ग्रेटलाई चाहिँ उसलाई पोइजन दिएर ऊ मर्छ, अनि उसको राज्य 4 भाग हुन्छ। त्यतिबेला इजरायल यानी इजरायल चाहिँ पोटोमेलिस डाइनेस्टिस उनीहरुको शासनमा आउँछ। यो चाहिँ इजिप्ट मिस्र देशबाट शासन गर्दछ। अनि 198 देखि लिएर 110 सम्म सेल्युकिड डाइनेस्टीले शासन गर्दछ। त्यसपछि 167 to 63 हस्मोनियन डाइनेस्टी यानी इजरायलको डाइनेस्टी हो। यो माथाथियस जुटा मकाबीले आन्दोलन गरेर इजरायललाई अलिकति मुक्ति दिन्छ। यो मान्छेको मलाई अलिकति के मन पर्यो भन्दाखेरि त्यतिबेला एउटा राजाले सुँगुरको मासु लिएर मन्दिरमा चढाउँछ, जो चाहिँ यहुदीहरुको लागि एकदम कट्टरपन्थी थियो। अनि उले गएर त्यो राजा त्यसलाई मार्दिन्छ, त्यो सिपाहीलाई मार्दिन्छ अनि मुक्ति दिदछ। अनि 63 बीसी मा रोमी शासन हुँदछ। त्यसपछि रोमीहरुले द ग्रेट, जो हेरोद राजा थियो उसलाई त्यहाँ राजा बनाउँछ। तर रोमनको अन्डरमा 37 BC मा हेरोद राजा हुन्छ अनि यीशु जन्मिनेछ। मैले तपाईलाई बताएँ इन्टरटेस्टमेन्टल पिरियड, यो 400 वर्षको शान्त पिरियड, यो तपाईले बाइबलमा पाउनु हुँदैन, यो चाहिँ तपाईले थियोलोजिकल स्टडीमा पाउनुहुन्छ। धन्यवाद तपाईले सुनिदिनु भयो। अनि दानियल 8 अध्याय तपाईले मजाले पढ्नुहोस् है, मैले पढेको छिन। अनि त्यहाँबाट तपाईले बुझ्नुहुन्छ यो समयमा के भएको थियो। अनि अर्को पालि म तपाईलाई नयाँ नियमको बारेमा बताउनेछु। अनि कतिले मेरो भिडियो सब्स्क्राइब गरेको छैन, हुन त एउटा मेरो भिडियो 1200 जनाले हेरेको छ, तर त्यो सब्स्क्राइब मेरो भएको छ 113 मात्रै। म तपाईलाई रिक्वेस्ट गर्न चाहन्छु मेरो भिडियो सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहोस्। मैले कुनै डोनेसन पाउँछु अथवा कसैबाट हेल्प पाउँछु भने भिडियो गरेको होइन, यो मैले फ्रीमा प्रभुको आवाज पाएको छु अनि म तपाईलाई बाँडिरहेको छु। आशा गर्दछु तपाईले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहुन्छ। सबैलाई जय मसीह। थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच फर वाचिङ।